one side we have a crisis for in terms of the incoming tariffs. Other side, our parliament is closed, means closed. It's very shocking for the Canadians. What is your take on this? Like, why not, as an emergency case, we should run the parliament, do a debate there and see what is best for the Canadians? And also, if you can say something about the foreign relations, because biggest markets in the world is India, China, Russia. We don't have a cordial relations with them. With Saudi Arabia, no cordial relations, and now the USA enter in the bucket. So why don't we have a foreign relations who can make all these relations fixed? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that question. There's nothing more than I'd want a stable federal government. Right now, we don't have a stable federal government. We won't have one until the next election. I'd love to see the election being called tomorrow. But again, that's all the more reason Ontario needs a voice at the table. Folks, let me tell you how the politics works, no matter if it's this country or the U.S. You have a new federal government or an existing federal government, you need a loud voice at the table. If they're looking to do cuts or they need an investment, there's nothing that speaks louder to every government in this country, all my great premiers and their great premiers, or with the federal government, or with the Trump tariffs. You need to have a loud voice, and the only way you have that voice is having the largest mandate we could ever give to our PC party. We will protect the people of Ontario.
Premier, since Ontario will be going into elections soon, my question is in terms of the crime. We salute our police officers because they save us day and night. But what message you want to give to all the police forces across Ontario? We don't want to lose another police officer on duty. Our lawmakers are releasing them and police officers are keep on catching them. So what is the fix? Which level of government will do it? And also in this, why don't there is a legislation that police has to release the criminal's picture? Many press releases, they don't do that. Why there is no legislation to name and shame the criminals and release their pictures? Thank you.
There's no government in the history of this country, in the history of the province, has supported our police more than we have. We have put hundreds of millions of dollars to the police, no matter if it's our helicopters or other areas. But I'm going to hand it over to the person that's in charge of making sure we catch these criminals. And the problem is, folks, when we catch the criminals, guess what? They're out on bail. They're out on bail because we have some weak-kneed, not all, I always say not all, weak-kneed JPs, weak-kneed judges, that after they kick your door in, they put a gun to your head, they get out on bail. They don't get out on bail once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, up to 8 times to go out and repeat that crime. If I was the federal government that controls the criminal code, I'd have mandatory sentences. You kick someone's door in and put a gun to their head, you're going to jail for 15 years. You aren't going to see the sunlight for 15 years. You watch how quickly those doors stop getting kicked in. But I'll hand it over to Minister Graham McGregor.
Thank you. I can't add anything better than what the Premier said, although I'll say, here in Peel Region, our Peel's finest, our Peel officers took over 200 guns off the street in 2024. The danger that they face every day, these are men and women that are putting their lives on the line to protect everybody in our community. We owe them our thanks, our graciousness. Look, if you want to be a defund the police politician, Doug Ford and the PC party ain't for you. We believe in supporting the police, cracking down on criminals, holding them accountable, these scumbags accountable. Imagine you're the victim of a violent carjacking. Some scumbag with a gun knocks on the window of your car, sticks a gun to your head, says, "Give me the keys to your car." You may have kids in the vehicle. Many times they do. Police do their job. They arrest the person. You find out that they're on bail the same day. You see them at the grocery store. This is happening in courthouses across our country. It needs to stop. So we'll continue to have a loud voice, advocate for bail reform. We'll continue to support our police with investments like helicopters and getting more boots on the ground, because public safety matters here in Brampton. It matters in every community across Ontario.